welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, huge progress. I feel a little bit of a weight lifted. It has been a long recovery since Freedom Weekend. Happy Friday, y'all. Freedom Weekend was last weekend, but it seems like it was yesterday. Oh my gosh. The cleanup is almost done. I mean, everything's clean, you know, to Tim's standards, but to Tim's standards, it's still not quite organized. I've got all the coolers empty now. I got them drying out before I put them in storage. Don't want to get mold and mildew on them. I still have chairs and tables. I've got to find a place to put my my camp chairs. I had them in the bin in front of the Ridge crib, but it's just too much stuff. You know, it's nice to have them easy access. I don't want to put things in the power shed. A lot of people are saying, Tim, you should need to move your battery banks back to the power shed. You need to have this in the power shed. Power shed's a construction zone right now. I'm doing the solar build on the solar power room, the insulation, you know, and the siding and all that stuff. And I got to have the tool side to do the work, right? Because the power side's only like 7 by 12, right? It's pretty small, very small actually. AZ48coffee.com. Thank you, Eric, again for the wonderful coffee. Not a sponsor, not a sponsor. So why has the burden been lifted? Well, you guys know on the last rambling, I believe it was, I was suffering through the night with the air conditioner kicking off like at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. No power. The Blue Eddy is running fine. The generators are doing fine. It just, I didn't have enough intake without running the generators all the time. And you saw Morgan, my son Morgan helped me, and we started wiring up some more of the big giant solar array solar panels into the Blue Eddies. And I didn't have all the parts to finish that job up. So I had them on Amazon. Well, they came in, and Morgan and I been getting it. I mean, oh, I'm so sore from climbing up and down ladders and having my hands over my head doing the zip ties. You know, I cut a lot of ties, right? Now I got to put a lot of ties back up. But the good news is, guys, more power coming in than going out. I don't remember if I told you on the last ramblings how many solar panels I was wiring up. But I got 48 solar panels in the whole array. Of course, obviously you can't put 48 solar panels into those Blue Eddies, overloaded. But I got a lot. I'm going to be doing a RidgeLife video on the final workup of that. And a couple other major improvements here on the ridge. I said Morgan and I are going to be working on that, and I think your mind's going to be blown when you see how well my temporary situation is. And a lot of people, you know, don't you have a solar power station? You got that huge array. It's not done. I got to get an electrical permit. I live in a county where I got to get an electrical permit, so I've got to do everything by the book. And I am not a residential electrician. I was 30 plus years a naval and industrial automation and electrical technician. So big difference between residential code and industrial procedures. Totally different, totally different. And we've been dealing with rain since Freedom Weekend. Guys, I think we've gotten 3 inches of rain since Freedom Weekend, but it hasn't held us down. We could do all the work under the solar array while it's raining. I mean, it was blowing rain. As soon as the lightning started hitting, we started getting down off the aluminum ladders. Kind of get you, make your hair stand up on your neck. But we've been getting a lot. Of course, I can work in the solar shed. I can work in the solar the generator tent. But it's so loud, oh my gosh, when the rain, you saw in that last rambling when I was walking from room to room, how loud it was from the rain. And you can't record nothing for an edited video on RidgeLife inside that loud noise. But I can get work done. I just have to film it, you know, in post. you know, like, this is what me and Morgan did, you know, but you guys don't, you guys want to see us doing it. So that's it. But I got to get progress. I got to keep progress. I love my fire pit area here. I moved this flag. This was the banner that was at the Ridge entrance. So those that came to Freedom Weekend saw that. That was their welcome banner at the entrance to the Ridge. I moved it up here. I said, yeah, why use that just for 4th of July? I'm gonna keep this up for a long time. I can buy new banners for them. They make replacement banners. I like the looks of it. It's not an American flag. I do not have a large American flag up here, and the reason being, if you have an American flag displayed, you must have light on it all night long. Now, this is not technically an American flag. This is just a banner that has red, white, and blue on it. If I fly a flag on the Ridge, I want it to be lit all night long. And being off grid and solar, I ain't got power all night long to external things. I gotta conserve my power just for the Ridge crib, for air conditioning and such. For the coffee, gotta have the coffee pot, and that's one thing. I cannot run the air conditioner and the coffee pot at the same time. The Ridge crib just can't take it on solar. Also, Meredith reminded me that she can't use her curling iron when the air conditioner is on in the Ridge crib. So I got to make a mental note of that too. Turn the air conditioner off. All right, Meredith. And of course, then she's sweating. So it's a struggle. It's a real struggle. Speaking of Meredith, I have been getting to see her. In this recovery from Freedom Weekend, I made sure that I'm balancing work and relaxation. Morgan's here. And I want to make sure I spend some time with him, not just working. We actually are going tonight to see the new Superman movie. Right? The Superman movie. I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. Who's going? Well, it's going to be me and Morgan. Gavin, my son Gavin, you remember Gavin. Meredith, her daughter Willa. But her son's not going. He decided he's got something else he's going to be taken care of. He's just decided not to go to the movie. So that's fine. We did last night, after Morgan and I got done working, we went over to Meredith's. And it's not that far, so it was just a drive over there. Went over there and I grilled bacon cheddar burgers and rotisserie pork loin. Smoked or seasoned rotisserie pork loin, and it was delicious. I mean, that pork loin was so juicy. I cooked it in her big purple acorn, which is not a big green egg. It's a big green egg knockoff, and it turned out delicious. We all got in her pool, and I brought the cornhole set over there, the one that Mama V made for me. Oh, Mama V, thank you so much for that cornhole set. Love it. I mean, that is an amazing cornhole. One board has the RidgeLife, hand signal, and the other one has the RidgeLife logo, and that is really, really cool. I did have some bad news though. On the way there, I went through a small town, and these small towns here in West Tennessee, you got a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, and they drop you to 30. Just like that. Well, me and Morgan were talking, and I was in the Beast, the F-250 Beast, and all of a sudden I see this black car behind me. It's real close. I'm like, that ain't good. I went across a railroad track. I was going slow at this point. I was going 30 miles an hour by that point. And he flips his lights on, pulls me over, comes up to the car and said, "Sir, I pulled you over for speeding. You were doing 51 in a 30. I'm like, say what? I just nodded. I didn't even nod. I just said okay. And license, registration, proof of insurance, all that stuff. And it came back and actually reduced it to a much smaller number. And I was like, I didn't even speak. I didn't like make excuses. I just yes or no sir and all that stuff. But I did not see the drop from 50 to 30. You got to watch these little small towns. If you ever come visit the Ridge or West Tennessee and everything, if you've been invited, the little small towns, Rossville, Piperton, Oakland, Somerville, Galloway, Mason, all those little small towns, you better watch the speed limit changes, because you'll be on a 50 to 60 mile an hour highway, state highway, county highway, and you're going through the town, all of a sudden 30 mile an hour. I mean, before you even get there, 30 mile an hour. Woo. Anyway, so I gotta go to court, and now Meredith, my judge, right? She said, "Hey, I can go up there with you." I said, "Okay." You are an attorney. She is a judge, and I said, "I'm not asking you. I would never, ask her for favors like that. Our relationship is not built on who can offer what benefits. It's on love, trust, and caring." But she said, if I'm in a position at work where I can drive up there with you on your court date, I'd be happy to go with you. And I said, "You're just the sweetest thing. You see, I'll take her out to eat. I'll have to get her a sweet treat because she's a sweet girl." So thank you, Meredith, for the offer. We'll see if we need to do that or not. I appreciate it. Because these little small towns, when they pull you over for a speeding ticket like that, it's almost always going to be about $200. Seriously, I don't care what the speed limit is. It's probably going to be about $200. My Adirondack chairs with these seat cushions are awful comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I'm out here before the sun comes up. Normally this fire pit area is bright in the noonday, or actually in the 10 or 11 day hour sun. But right now I'm out here early in the morning. I don't know what time I'll get this uploaded to you, off grid life and all. I did my live stream Tuesday, and I had internet issues. I had to end up restarting it 4 times, put the phone outside on the steps to the Ridge crib to get it to continue, and it actually worked out all right. But luckily Meredith has got fiber out there at her place now on the farm, and I got to get my old Wi-Fi extender antennas so we can extend it out to the barn. Of course, as hot as it is right now, I don't know if we want to do a live stream in the barn because it is 1,000 degrees in there. Whew. But we've got a lot more work to do today before we go to the movies, Morgan and I. I've got some game changers here on the Ridge. I mean, for this off-grid thing and the work I'm doing, I've got some game changers. I can't wait to show you. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. I got to get the porta potties serviced. I'm actually still using the porta potties. What are you talking about poo? You talked about poo on your live stream all Tuesday night. We did talk about poo. It was not supposed to be a poo discussion, but it ended up being a poo discussion, didn't it? And wasn't Meredith a cutie on Tuesday night? I let her talk, mostly. You don't let the judge do anything. She talks when she wants to talk, and she'll talk over me if she has to. Okay, so don't be thinking I gotta let the judge do anything. That girl, she may be demure in stature, but she is strong in spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't let her do anything. She takes control and does what she wants to do, and I love that. I love it. I love it. Strong, independent woman. That's exactly what the judge is. I just got contacted by my supplier for the SIPs and timber frame home, Honest Dave Log Homes, and Eco Panels, Tennessee. They are ready for the shipment. Am I ready for the shipment? No, I still got to work on the power shed, but I am going to take delivery of all the conventionals. I got to get a telehandler out here to unload because it's like over 8,000, 6,000 pounds of materials for the foundation and all the timber frames and everything. A lot of tongue and groove, guys. A lot of tongue and groove. So I've got to have a dry place to put all that. And then also the SIPs will be coming in. So I might end up getting a couple more of the tents and canopies to put up to cover all that as in storage. I thought about putting them under the solar carport, but guys, while I'm working on the solar, I got to get up under there and wire all those strings in series, and trying to put ladders on top of pallets of tongue and groove and SIP panels. Don't think that's very safe. But that would be a really good place to put them, is under the solar, but getting them in and out when the time comes. When I got the tents, I can just pick those up, move them off, get all my work done, put them back up, just move them by, me and a couple people. So much going on. So I'll have more videos. Today at 5 p.m. Central, we are premiering RidgeLife's Freedom Weekend official video release. My take on Freedom Weekend. You've seen so many others, and mine's probably the last one to get out there. But we're doing a live premiere at 5 p.m. Hopefully you'll join me for that. That's 5 p.m. Central. And then I got to run off to the movies, go see Superman. So hopefully I'll see you then. I'll have a video coming out this week, weekend, hopefully on RidgeLife as well. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. It might not be Sunday. Me and Morgan got a little bit more work to do on it. Of course, I'll be continuing to ramble on the vlog channel here. So guys, I love every single one of you. Hopefully you hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. You gotta make sure you hit it on all the channels. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. You guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!